Yo, what is up, Click21? We're back with another video, guys. I promise you we will be back. We're covering today the latest TAYLORDRIFT21 script that just came out, the Outcast. I'm not sure, I think it's the version 1.01. It's an absolute banger, guys. You gotta try this script out if you haven't already. I'm gonna go over my initial aim assist settings. Of course, these are always gonna change, and we'll update this video later, but let's get into the good stuff. Let's do it. Alright guys, just a couple things before we jump into the video real quick. If you need help with your Cronus, if you want access to spreadsheets or any of the latest Demon Time, Rebirth, Rampage, we've got some new stuff cooking up this week. The first Modern Warfare 2 custom script should be out, so I'm super excited about that. Can't thank you guys for the support enough, for everybody that's shown love. And if you just want to support us, make sure you guys check out the Patreon. The link will be in the description below. And of course, if you're tired of the skill-based matchmaking, if you want to connect to different servers across the country or different servers all over the world, guys, make sure you check out NordVPN. 30-day money-back guarantee. I know everybody's complaining about skill-based matchmaking. I've been connecting to Canada lobbies, and I've been getting absolute straight bots, as you can see in some of the clips at the end of this video. So make sure you guys check it out. Like I said, 30 days, risk-free, money-back. You won't be disappointed, I promise you that. Click the link below in the description. Alright guys, as you all know, the Insidious script that just came out pretty recently from TAYLORDRIFT21 was pretty sweet. I actually had no complaints to snake plate, everything like that. The movement, the dolphin jump, everything, all those shot mods that you can do are very helpful when it comes to Modern Warfare 2. So they just released this script. Now, I did find that this script actually works really well when it comes to not just Modern Warfare 2, but I can still use this script within Warzone as well. There are some Warzone profiles and some Warzone steady aim mods and things like that that you can still use within Warzone. So generally speaking, guys, this script might be the best one for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone, so you don't have to switch between the two, okay? So some of these scripts are going to be made more for multiplayer, then you're going to have scripts that are going to be made more for Warzone. Now, of course, I'm a big Warzone guy, but I have been grinding Modern Warfare 2, and I did find that this script is very sufficient when it comes to Modern Warfare 2. You still have your dolphin dive, you still have your quick scope mod options if you're using the SPR, which, guys, I'm going to show you the SPR even stock. If you're not using the SPR, I'm going to show you my loadout. I'm going to pop it up here on the screen. Make sure you guys check it out. I have a YouTube short that should be up if you want to check it out. Some of the kills, it's just so crazy how OP the SPR is. If you're not using the SPR, I don't know what you're doing, guys. Make sure you check out the SPR marksman rifle. Level that bad boy up. You will not be disappointed. It's just super OP. At first I hated it because everybody was using it, but I was like, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. So now I'm using the SPR. It's absolutely insane. But I do like this script just because it does have, you know, all your quick scope settings if you want to use the SPR, and then they have a lot of mods when it comes to your slide cancel, of course, if you still want to use that within Warzone. And like I said, the dolphin dive, as I mentioned before. But then you have your bunny hop, your strafe shot, your jump shot, crouch shot. All those mods can be quick toggling on or off. You do need to be careful, you know, depending on what mods you turn on or off by accident. Of course, you're going to be dropping every time you shoot. You know, so to say, if you turn the snake shot on every time you shoot, you're going to be snaking a little bit. So you're going to have to remember to kind of keep that aim where you want it whenever you turn on any of these snake shot mods or anything like that. And we're going to break this script down more in detail. If you guys mess with this script, you try it out and you really like it, you want to get some more in detail settings. Of course, we're always going to be back. We're going to keep updating it, you know, as the game moves along. But the instant drop for your primary is pretty cool as well. So as soon as you start shooting, you're going to do a drop shot. So keep this in mind. Like I said, if you turn these shot mods on, just be careful when you're turning them on, how you're turning them on. It's going to affect your aim a little bit. It does take practice, even like with the bunny hop and strafe shot and stuff like that. So I don't turn them on too much, if I'm being honest with you. The instant drop is pretty cool. The dolphin dive, I have no complaints about. But for the most part, as you can see in the gameplay at the end of this video, I don't really need a lot of these shot mods to be pretty successful. Now, that is not saying that you won't. Everybody has a different skill level. I could say personally, I could play without the Cronus and probably drop 30 to 40, you know, in most games in Modern Warfare 2. That's not going to be the case for everybody. So change, you know, whatever shot mods you want, turn them on, check it out. Of course, just like with any other script, there's so much stuff out there. I'm going to throw up my aim assist settings for the script and the recoil setting. Now, I've still been using the either AK-74U or the M4, and of course, we'll find out, you know, later, probably in a few days more, what all these other new metas are that are going to be coming out will be. We don't know completely yet. I know a lot of people have their preferences, and there's not always going to be a straight meta when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, just because of all the customization when it comes to the gunsmith. You're going to have to unlock, you know, almost, I think, 10 guns. If you follow me on Twitter, I posted about it. It's crazy how many guns you're going to need to unlock and upgrade before you can even get the M4 up to where you want it to be. So be patient, guys. We'll find the metas as they come along. But for now, I'm going to go over my aim assist settings, the anti-recoil settings, then we'll go ahead and jump into the video. Now, this script is in my Discord. So make sure you guys join the Discord. It's under downloads. I just posted it. So you can go ahead and try it for yourself, or you can just join up on Taylor Drift Discord. Of course, it is in there as well. All right, so first of all, for my anti-recoil, now this is going to be all depending on what guns you're using, what your field of view is, what sensitivity you play on, if you're on console and PC. So it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. Just remember, if you're shooting up, increase that value. If you're shooting down, go ahead and decrease that value. Okay, so I'm using Legacy AR. My vertical on my primary is around a 20, and then of course -1 for the horizontal. Now for my secondary, I'm still using the Legacy AR. 25 for the secondary. It's going to be a little bit higher for your secondary weapons, so make sure you increase that value for your secondary weapons. And then of course -2 for the secondary for the horizontal. That's pretty standard. We're still using Legacy AR. Now you still have your, you know, other aim assist and your other anti-recoil options if you want to use like Polar version 2, which we'll dive into that later. I don't want to throw too many different settings to you guys and overwhelm you all at once. So try this out first. If it doesn't work, we'll jump into some Polar, you know, settings and stuff like that when it comes to the anti-recoil. Now for the aim assist, so far I've only really been playing with the Taylor assist. Now I know there are a few different options. I haven't really found one that works better than the plain Taylor aim assist that comes on it. Now you could turn on, you know, any of the combination of the, say you wanted to turn on the Siren, or you wanted to turn on the steady aim. It all depends. I don't use any of the tracker settings as well, so I pretty much try to keep it simple and stuff. What I want to do, guys, is kind of keep it simple, so I'm gonna throw up my aim assist settings real quick for you guys. Basically, for my primary and secondary, both Taylor assist is on. Now you do have to set up your profile switch button, so when you're in the settings, tap Y to switch between your secondary and your primary. You're gonna have to set your aim assist settings up for your primary and your secondary. If you set up your aim assist just for your primary, you're not gonna have those same aim assist settings for your secondary, which is a good thing because you want different settings for different types of guns. So this is something you'll have to set up and switch between. All right, guys, so for my primary, I've got Taylor assist primary is on, and of course I've got tall oval for my shape. That's always been the shape that I've used when it comes to aim assist, because that's usually the shape you're shooting at. And then my primary radius is at 10, and then my speed is at 12. Spiral primary is off, and the boost on fire is on, and then the boost speed is at 4, and the boost minimum radius is at 8. I don't have a max radius when it comes to the boost. And then of course tracking is off, all that's off. We'll get into that. Like I said, if we can find something better, I'll let you guys know. So far there's nothing really else needed when it comes to this aim assist. It seems to stick pretty good, and I don't think I really need anything else. Now for the secondary, my primary shape is circle, so keep that in mind. It's a little bit different because it's usually close range. You want a little bit more radius when it comes to your close range fights. And then of course we've got the radius is going to be 12, and then the speed is going to be at an 8. And then of course the next thing you'll see when you scroll over is your spiral secondary. Of course I still have that off. And then of course boost on fire is on. Now you're going to want it a little bit higher, so I have it at a 10. And then of course the min radius is still at a 8, and then max radius is at 0, and then of course tracking and all that is still off. So it's a little bit different for my secondary, just depending on what type of settings you want to use. You could definitely try these out. These work really well if you're on PC with a controller. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit different if you're on console and all that. Haven't really messed with too much of the shot mods just yet. I do like the dolphin dive and the insta drop, which is pretty helpful, you know, if you're playing S&D and certain things like that. So, but if you're sniping with SPR and certain marksman rifles and certain guns, you're not going to want a lot of these shot mods on. The strafe shot might be a good thing to have, but a lot of times, like I said, you're not really going to need all these shot mods, but they are pretty cool, and you can quick toggle them on or off. So guys, make sure you check this script out. It is in the Discord. We got some new stuff cooking up very soon this week with a lot of these shot mods and stuff like that. You guys are going to be super excited about. Make sure you join the Discord. A lot of these other scripts and older scripts are all in the Discord. You can download them for free. I appreciate all the love and support. Use this SPR. So many people are modding about the SPR, and I was at first if you follow me on Twitter, so make sure you guys do that. Make sure you hit a like on this video. Make sure you sub. If you're having problems with the Cronus when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, make sure, you know, if you're using a PS5 controller, you do need to use enable PS5 remote play, and of course always enable PS4 speciality. All right, appreciate the love and support. We'll see you on the next video. Enjoy the gameplay. We're out. Peace.
Finish the job.
Okay.
Victory.
Hardpoint reload. Right at the hardpoint. Hostile UAV in the area.
I just said that guy live. Oh my.
UAV is active. Confirmed. Friendly UAV online. UAV is exiting the AO. Mission is complete. Good work.
Reloading.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Stun grenade.
Friendly UAV online. UAV ready to deploy.
Point cover.
Enemy inside the perimeter.
Flags.
Secure the HQ. We're securing the headquarters.